This is breaking news.
We begin with breaking news at this hour. There's a deadly crash that we've been following this morning that's having a major impact on traffic on I-5 northbound in Sacramento. We have team coverage this morning. Melanie Wingo is on scene, but let's begin with Kelly Curran.
Yeah, and let's start things out with a look at the map here. So I-5 northbound closed at Sutterville Road because of an accident involving a pickup truck and a tractor trailer. It is unfortunately a fatality accident, so it will likely be closed for quite some time. As you can see, the northbound side highlighted in red here, backed up all the way down to the pocket. Traffic only moving at about 7 miles per hour. And it's not just the northbound side that's impacted here. The southbound side is also impacted. We do have some of those left lanes blocked, or at least they were. They were moving people over, and people, of course, slowing down to look at the accident. Focus on what's in front of you so you don't cause a second one. But you can see the southbound side only moving at about 11 miles per hour. You want to use 99 or the surface streets instead to try to get around this one. It will likely be closed for quite some time. And for a look at the scene, let's head out now to KCRA 3's Melanie Wingo. Melanie, what are you seeing out there?
We are on Sutterville Road right now on the overpass that makes its way over Interstate 5, and in the northbound direction, we have seen some major progress having been made by CHP crews that work to get all of the traffic that was leading up to the crash scene off on the on-ramp that would be going into the northbound lanes of Interstate 5. So it appears as if all of the traffic that was sort of sandwiched between the crash site and Sutterville Road, that is all being cleared. It's all now off and diverted up the on-ramp. This is the last of it. But the crash scene itself still remains. So northbound I-5 is closed just right at Sutterville Road, and we're seeing still at the scene the vehicles that were involved. There was a pickup truck, and there is also a semi-truck that has 2 trailers on it. We don't know if perhaps the driver of, we don't know the extent of the injuries of anybody who might have been involved, but we do know there was a fatality. It's unclear at this point whether the person in the semi-truck or the pickup truck was killed in all of this, but we are seeing CHP crews on the scene. Also, fire crews are here at the scene. We want to spin the camera around also to show you the backup on Interstate 5 right at Sutterville Road in the northbound lanes. As you can see, traffic is being diverted off of Interstate 5 just before people approach Sutterville Road, and it is causing, as you hear, some other traffic issues on Sutterville Road itself as traffic makes its way off of the on-ramp in both of the directions here. So a bit of a log jam with people trying to get off of the highway as CHP is diverting traffic off onto Sutterville Road from the northbound side as it approaches Sutterville, and then still that lingering traffic that was in the northbound side of the highway. Now all those vehicles getting diverted off of the highway. Fortunately, this portion of the crash scene, this portion of the incident probably won't be a factor much longer, all this traffic going up the on-ramp, but still they need to work to clear the scene. At this point, we don't know the status of the semi-truck, what it might have been carrying and what level of debris they need to remove from the highway, but it does appear that some CHP officers are working to kind of get some of the debris from the truck off of the roadway. And as you can see, there's still a Sacramento fire engine out there. There's tow trucks that have arrived at the scene. And sometimes when we have big vehicles involved like this, they need to bring in those big tow trucks. They call them rotator trucks. So we've seen a couple of those go onto the highway because they're going to need to clear this scene. Also, as Kelly alluded to, the traffic going past this crash scene in the southbound lanes. Those vehicles are approaching the crash scene as they head south, and they're slowing down, but keep your eyes directly on the road. We don't want any other incidents to be resulting from people turning and looking at the crash scene. So that's always what CHP reminds us of as we pass crash scenes just like this. So it's unclear right now how much longer crews will be out here investigating. Typically, they need to reconstruct the crash, get the debris cleared, of course, get the vehicles involved cleared, and that can take quite a bit of time. But also when incidents like this happen, We know they try to get major thoroughfares like Interstate 5 open as quickly as possible, so they're definitely working hard to clear this scene. That's what's happening out here right now. We are at 8:35, so we will check in with you before the end of the newscast and give you an update as to how they're doing out here. But for now, I'll send things back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Melanie. Yeah, certainly a mess there. Just focus on the road in front of you so you don't cause any secondary accidents. That's really an important message.